Welcome to my expat stories. Viewer reached out last week with this one. Australian bloke, Brisbane. Said he's been watching for months, needed to share what happened, said it's still eating at him. So here it is. His story. If you've ever believed someone was innocent because they said they were, smash that subscribe. This one cuts deep. Here's Tom. I'm Tom, 56, Brisbane, retired Sparky. And I need to talk about Jhenna, about how she sold me on being a simple, provincial girl who'd never left Davao, who'd never been corrupted by Manila, who was pure, traditional, different, and how I sent 31 grand believing every word of it, believing the rice paddies, the water buffalo, the simple life, all of it. I know what you're thinking, but hear me out. Let me tell you how it happened. Right, I'm sitting in my unit in Sunnybank, Brisbane south side. It's February. Hot. Humid. The AC's on, but it's not helping much. I'm scrolling Filipino Cupid. Dating site. I've been on it 3 months, talking to different girls, nothing serious, just chatting, seeing what's out there. I'm divorced 6 years now. Wife left me for someone from her gym. CrossFit instructor, younger bloke, fitter than me. I get it. We'd grown apart. 28 years of marriage. Became roommates. She wanted passion. I wanted peace. We wanted different things. No kids. We tried. Didn't happen. Medical thing on her end. We thought about adoption. Never followed through. Just focused on work, on saving, on building a life. Then she left. Took half, fair enough. I kept the unit. She got the house in Wynnum. We don't talk anymore. After the divorce, I tried dating. Australian women my age. Didn't click. Too independent. Too set in their ways. Too much baggage. I had my own baggage. Didn't need theirs too. So I tried Filipino Cupid. Heard about it from a mate. He'd met someone. Seemed happy. I figured why not. Create a profile. See what happens. Most of the messages were rubbish. Girls in their 20s looking for sponsors. Hi, handsome. You look kind. Can you help me? Delete. Not interested. But then I got a message from Jhenna. Hello, Tom. I saw your profile. You seem like a genuine person. I'm not looking for money or help, just want to meet good people. If you want to chat, I'd like that. I checked her profile. Jhenna, 32 years old. From Davao City. Works as a secretary. Never been married. No kids. Photos of her in simple clothes. Mountains in the background. Rice terraces. Water buffalo. Village scenes. She looked real. Not glamorous. Not trying too hard. Just normal. I replied, Hi Jhenna, thanks for the message. I'm Tom, Brisbane, retired electrician. What brings you to this site? She replied an hour later. I want to meet someone serious, someone kind, someone who values family and tradition. Most Filipino men here don't want that anymore. They want party, want easy life. I want something real. I like that. Something real. That's what I wanted too. We messaged for a week, just chatting. About life, about family, about values. She told me about Davao, about Mindanao, about her province. She was from the mountains, small barangay. Her family had a rice farm. Small. Just enough to feed themselves and sell a bit extra. Her father, her mother, her 2 younger brothers. Simple life. Honest life. Hard life. She worked as a secretary in Davao City. Small company. Import, export. Made 15,000 pesos a month. About 400 Australian dollars. Barely enough. But she helped her family. Sent money back to the province every month. For rice, for school fees for her brothers, for whatever they needed. I asked if she'd ever been to Manila. She said no. Never. Too expensive. Too far. Too corrupt. Manila changes people. Makes them greedy. Makes them forget where they come from. I don't want that. I want to stay here. Stay close to family. Stay pure. Pure. That word stuck with me. Pure. Not corrupted, not jaded, not damaged. Pure. We moved to WhatsApp. Video calls. First call, I was nervous. What if she didn't look like her photos? What if it was awkward? The call connected. And there she was. Exactly like her photos, simple. Natural. Sitting in what looked like a small room. Concrete walls. Single bulb hanging from the ceiling. A fan in the corner. No makeup. Hair tied back. Wearing a t-shirt and shorts. Just her. Hi, Tom, she said, smiling. Soft voice, slight Visayan accent. "G'day, Jhenna. You look lovely." "Thank you. You too. You look kind. Like your photos." "Thanks." "Where are you?" "In my boarding house in Davao City. I rent a room, small but enough for me." "Can you show me?" She turned the camera. The room was tiny, maybe 10 square meters. A bed, a small table, a clothes rack. A window with bars, that's it. No luxuries, no decorations. Just basic. "Not much," she said. "But it's mine. I save money this way. Send more to family." "That's smart, you're doing well." "Thank you. Family is everything. I work hard for them." We talked for an hour. About her day, about work, about her family. She showed me photos on her phone. Her parents, older couple. Her father thin, weathered. Her mother round, smiling. Her brothers, teenagers, gangly, shy. She showed me photos of the farm. Rice paddies, green, terraced. Mountains in the background. Water buffalo. Chickens. Their house, small. Bamboo and corrugated iron, raised on stilts. Simple. Poor. But home. "This is where I'm from," she said. "This is who I am. I'm not ashamed. I'm proud. My family is good. Honest. Hard-working. You should be proud. It looks beautiful." "It is, I miss it. But I have to work here in the city to help them. Someday I want to go back, build a better house, help them expand the farm, give them easier life." "That's a good dream." "Yes, but expensive. I save what I can, but it's slow." I felt it. That pull, that desire to help, to be part of something, to make a difference. But I didn't offer. Not yet. I just listened. We talked every day after that. Video calls, messages, she'd send photos from work, simple office, desks, computers. Nothing fancy. She'd send photos of her meals, rice, fish, vegetables, street food she'd buy on the way home. Banana queue, fish balls, simple food, cheap food. She never asked for money, never hinted, never complained beyond saying things were tight. But she never asked. That's what made me trust her. She wasn't like the others. She was working. She was independent. She was managing. She didn't need me, she just wanted to know me. 2 months in, she told me about her father. He was sick, diabetes getting worse. He needed medication, insulin. It was expensive. 20,000 pesos a month. About 500 Australian dollars. Her family couldn't afford it. They were cutting back, rationing it. Her father was suffering. I said, "How are you managing?" "We're not, we just pray. Hope it gets better. Hope we find a way." "What if I helped? Just for a few months, give you breathing room?" "No, I can't ask that." "You're not asking, I'm offering." "Tom, we barely know each other. I can't take your money." "It's not taking. It's accepting help. Let me help." She was quiet. Then she started crying. "You're too kind. Nobody's ever offered to help like this." "So let me. How much do you need?" "Just for 3 months. 60,000 pesos, about 1,500 Australian dollars. "Done. I'll send it tomorrow. I'll pay you back, I promise. When I save enough. Don't worry about it. It's a gift. For your father." She cried more. Thank you so much. My family will be so grateful." I sent the money the next day. Western Union. She picked it up. Sent me a photo. Her father. Holding the money. Smiling. Looking healthier already, just knowing he'd have medicine. She sent me a video. Her whole family, in their small house. Thanking me. "Salamat, Kuya Tom. Thank you. God bless you." Her mother was crying. Happy tears. I watched that video 10 times. Felt something I hadn't felt in years. Purpose, connection, family. Even though they weren't my family, they felt like it. That was the first time, but not the last. Over the next month, there were other needs. The roof on their house, damaged in a storm, needed repairs. 500 Australian dollars. Sent it. Her brother's school fees. Due, they couldn't pay. $300. Sent it. Rice harvest was bad. They needed to buy rice to eat. $200. Sent it. Every time Jhenna apologised. Every time she said she'd pay me back. Every time I said don't worry about it. Because I wasn't worried. I was happy. I was helping. I was part of something. 6 months in, we started talking about the future. About me visiting. About meeting in person. About what we were building. She said, "I want you to come to Davao. Meet my family. See the farm. See where I'm from. See if you like it here, maybe you'll want to stay. I'd love that. When? Maybe in a few months? Give me time to prepare, to tell my family to make sure everything is ready. Sounds good. I'll book a trip. And Tom, when you come, I want to show you something. The farm. My father wants to expand it. Make it bigger, more profitable. So they don't struggle anymore. So they can have better life. But it costs money. To buy more land, to buy equipment, to hire help. How much? Maybe 10,000 Australian dollars. To do it right, to make it sustainable. That's a lot. I know, that's why it's just a dream. We could never afford it. What if we made it happen? Together. Investment. I put in the money. Your family runs it. We split the profits. Tom, are you serious? I'm serious. Let's do it. Let's give them a better life. She started crying. I can't believe you. You're too good. Too kind. My family will love you forever. We made plans. I'd send them money. Her father would buy the land, the equipment, hire workers, expand the farm. In a year, maybe two, it'd be profitable. Generating income, helping the family, helping us build a future. I sent 10,000 Australian dollars, about £7,000. Western Union again. She picked it up. Sent photos, her father with the money, documents, land title, equipment receipts. Everything looked legitimate. She sent videos over the next few weeks. The new land, being cleared, ploughed, planted, workers in the fields, water buffalo pulling ploughs, her father supervising, smiling, healthy, happy. I watched those videos, felt pride. I'd done this. I'd helped make this happen. This family, this farm, this future. 3 months later, Typhoon Odette hit Mindanao. Devastating. Homes destroyed, crops ruined, infrastructure wrecked. Jhenna messaged me, crying. Tom, the farm, the house, everything's destroyed. The typhoon took everything. She sent photos. The house, roof gone, walls collapsed. The farm, flooded, crops destroyed, the equipment, damaged. Useless, I'm so sorry. Are your family okay? Yes, they're alive. But we lost everything. Everything you helped us build. I'm so sorry. Don't apologise, it's not your fault. What do you need? I don't know. I don't want to ask. You've already done so much. Tell me, what do you need to rebuild? She calculated. House repairs, £800. Equipment replacement, £1,000. New crops, £500. Total, £2,300. I'll send it. Let's rebuild. Tom, I can't keep taking from you. You're not taking. We're partners. We're building this together. Let me help. I sent the money. She sent updates. Repairs starting. New equipment arriving. Crops being replanted. Her family grateful. Sending messages. Thank you, Kuya Tom, you saved us. I was in deep. 14 months. £31,500. Sent in pieces. Father's medicine. Roof repairs. School fees. Rice farm investment. Typhoon recovery. All of it adding up. All of it feeling necessary. Feeling right. Because Jhenna never asked. Circumstances asked. Need asked. And I wanted to help. Wanted to be the hero. Wanted to be needed. But I also wanted to meet her. Wanted to see her in person. Wanted to see the farm. The family, the life I was investing in. So I booked a flight. Didn't tell her. Surprise visit. Brisbane to Manila to Davao. I'd surprise her at work. Surprise her family at the farm. Show up and be part of their life. I landed in Davao. April. Hot, humid. Smelled like ocean and diesel and street food. I got a taxi. Told the driver the address of her work. Small import-export company in Davao city centre. We drove through the city. Busy, chaotic. Jeepneys everywhere. Tricycles, motorcycles, street vendors. It was alive. Different from Brisbane, but exciting. We got to the address. A building. 3 stories. Concrete. I went inside. Asked the receptionist for Jhenna Santos. She looked at me. Confused. Nobody here by that name. Are you sure? She works here. Secretary, import-export. No, sir. We don't have anyone by that name. Maybe different company? This is the address she gave me. Sorry, sir. Nobody here. I left. Confused. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe she changed jobs. I messaged her. Hey, I'm in Davao. Surprise. Wanted to visit you at work, but they said you don't work there. She didn't reply. Hours went by. Nothing. I got another taxi. Told the driver the address of her boarding house, the one she'd shown me on video. We drove. 30 minutes. Got to a neighbourhood. Residential. Concrete houses. Narrow streets. Found the building. Knocked on the door. A woman answered. Old, looked confused. I'm looking for Jhenna Santos. She rents a room here. No, nobody by that name lives here. Are you sure? She's been here over a year. Showed me on video. Sir, this is my house. I live here with my husband. Nobody rents from us. But I've seen this room. On video. She showed me. I don't know what you saw, but nobody named Jhenna lives here. I showed her a photo. Jhenna. The woman shook her head. Never seen her. I left. Heart pounding. Something's wrong, something's very wrong. I messaged her again. Jhenna, where are you? I'm in Davao. I want to see you. Please reply. Nothing. I took another taxi to the province, to the barangay where her family's farm was supposed to be. 2-hour drive, through mountains, through villages. Beautiful. Green. Exactly like the photos. We got to the barangay. I asked around. Showed Jhenna's photo. Do you know this woman? Her family has a rice farm here. People shook their heads. Never seen her. I showed them her father's photo. Her mother, her brothers. Nothing. Nobody knew them. I found a small rice farm. Asked the owner. Do you know the Santos family? They have a farm here. No Santos family here, just us. We've been here 20 years. But the photos, the videos, the land title. All of it showed this place. Then I realised the photos were real. The location was real. But Jhenna wasn't from here. She'd just visited, taken photos, borrowed someone's life, and sold it to me as hers. I sat in a small restaurant in the barangay, eating adobo I didn't taste, drinking San Miguel I couldn't feel. Just sitting there, phone in my hand, messages to Jhenna, all unread, all ignored. I thought about the farm, the investment, 10,000 Australian dollars, 7,000 pounds, for land that doesn't exist, equipment that was never bought, workers who were never hired. I thought about the Typhoon recovery, £2,300, for repairs to a house that isn't theirs, equipment that was never damaged, crops that were never planted. I thought about the medicine, the school fees, the roof repairs, all of it. Lies. All of it sent to a woman I'd never met who'd built an entire fake life to scam me. I flew back to Davao City, checked into a hotel, cheap place near the airport, smelled like mould and air freshener. I didn't care. I just needed somewhere to think, somewhere to figure out what the hell was happening. I went through everything, every message, every photo, every video, looking for clues, looking for something I'd missed. Then I found it. A video she'd sent 3 months back. Her boarding house room, showing me the view from her window. In the background, for just a second, I could see buildings, high-rises. Not Davao. Davao doesn't have buildings like that, but Manila does. I screenshot it. Reverse image searched the buildings, found them. Makati, business district, Manila. Not Davao, Manila. She'd been in Manila the whole time. The small boarding house room, staged, or someone else's room she'd borrowed, or completely fake. I searched her Facebook deeper, really deep. Her friends, her tags, her check-ins, and I found inconsistencies. Photos from years ago tagged in Manila locations. Friends commenting, "Miss you," on posts from Davao. Comments like, "Come back to Manila," on photos claiming to be in the province. She'd lived in Manila, maybe still lived there, and she'd been lying about Davao, about the province, about everything. I booked another flight, Davao to Manila. If she's there, I'm going to find her. I landed in Manila, checked into a hotel in Makati, went through her Facebook again. Her friends, her photos, her tags. And I found a pattern. She was tagged in photos at a condo building. The Beacon, Makati, multiple times. Different months, different years. I found the building, high-rise, modern, security. I went to the lobby, told the guard I'm looking for Jhenna Santos. Unit number? I don't know. Can you check? He looked at his list. No Jhenna Santos registered here. Can you check residence? Maybe she's living with someone. Sir, I can't give that information. I slipped him 500 pesos, 20 Australian dollars. He looked around, looked at the money, took it. He scrolled his computer. There's a unit registered to Carlo Mendoza. He has a female partner listed. But name is not Jhenna. Name is Jennifer. Jennifer? Can you describe her? I don't know her, but I can call the unit. Ask if they know Jhenna. Do that. He called. Waited. Someone answered. He spoke in Tagalog, listened, hung up, looked at me. They said nobody named Jhenna lives there. They said I should tell you to leave. Did they sound worried? Yes, worried. I'm not leaving. I'm going to wait right here until I see her. I sat in the lobby. The guard didn't stop me. I waited. 3 hours. Watching people come and go, residents, deliveries, guests. Then I saw her, coming out of the elevator. Jhenna. Exactly like her photos, but different. Hairstyled, makeup, dressed nice, jeans, blouse, heels. Not the simple provincial girl. Not the boarding house secretary. This was Manila Jhenna. She was with a man. Filipino, late 30s, tall, fit, wearing business casual. Polo shirt, slacks. They were laughing, holding hands. I stood up, walked toward them. She saw me. Her face went white. Actually white. She stopped walking. I said, "Hi, Jhenna." The man looked confused. "Who's this?" "I'm Tom, from Australia. Jenna's boyfriend." Or I thought I was. Jhenna said, "Tom, what are you doing here? I could ask you the same thing. You're supposed to be in Davao. Working, living in a boarding house, helping your family on the rice farm. I can explain." The man said, "Jhenna, who is this guy?" She looked at him, then at me, then back at him. "Carlo, this is a friend. From online." "A friend? I've sent you £31,000. That's more than a friend." Carlo's face changed. £31,000, what's he talking about? Jhenna said, "Carlo, please, let me explain." "Not here." "No." "Explain now. Explain how you've been lying to me for 14 months. Explain how your rice farm doesn't exist. Explain how your family has no idea who I am. Explain how you're living in Makati, in a high-rise when you told me you were in a boarding house in Davao." Carlo said, "Jhenna, what's he saying? What rice farm? What money?" She started crying. "I needed the money. We needed the money. For rent. For bills. For everything." "We? You mean you and him?" Carlo said, "I'm her boyfriend. We live together. 7 years. Who the hell are you?" 7 years. Jhenna said, "Tom, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to go this far." "Didn't mean for what to go this far? The lies? The scam? The fake farm? The fake family? They're not fake. They're real. They're my cousin's family. I borrowed their photos, their story, but they're real people. But not your family, not your farm, not your life. No. And the boarding house? The small room? The simple life?" She looked down. "Staged. I rented a room for a day. Took videos, made it look real." Carlo said, "You've been scamming this guy." Jhenna said, "We needed the money. You know we needed it. Your job barely pays. I had to do something. So you scammed me. You built an entire fake life. Made me think I was helping your family. Made me think we had a future. I'm sorry." "Sorry? I sent you £31,000. For medicine. For school. For a farm. For Typhoon recovery. All lies. All fake." Carlo said, £31,000? Bloody hell, Jhenna. That's over 2 million pesos. She didn't say anything, just stood there crying. I said, "I want my money back. I don't have it. We spent it. Rent, bills, food, living. It's gone." "Gone? All of it?" "All of it." I looked at Carlo. "You knew about this?" "No, I swear, I didn't know." "But you benefited. You lived off it. Rent, bills, food, that was my money. Money I sent thinking I was helping a provincial family. And you were living in a Makati condo spending it." Jhenna said, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you." "But you did. You lied. For 14 months. Every message. Every video. Every photo. All lies. I needed the money. I had to survive. You work customer service. Carlo works. You have income. You didn't need to scam me. You chose to." "Oh, I'm sorry." Security came over. "Sir, is there a problem?" "Yeah, there's a problem. This woman scammed me. Took £31,000. Lied about everything." The security guard looked at Jhenna. "Ma'am, is this true?" She didn't answer. Just kept crying. The guard said, "Sir, you need to leave. This is private property. If you have complaint, go to police." "I'll do that. I'll go to the police. I'll report this. I'll get my money back." Jhenna said, "Tom, please, don't. We can work this out. I'll pay you back, I promise." "How? You said you spent it all." I'll find a way, just don't go to police. Please. I looked at her. This woman I'd talked to every day for 14 months. This woman I'd sent money to. This woman I'd believed. This woman I'd loved. And I realised I didn't know her. I'd never known her. Everything was a performance. A con, a lie. I said, I'm going to the police. And then I'm going home. And I never want to hear from you again. I left. Went straight to the police station. Makati police. Told them everything. Showed them the messages, the bank transfers, the photos, the evidence. They listened. Took notes. Said they'd investigate. Asked for her details. I gave them everything. Name, address, phone number, screenshots, bank details. The officer said, Sir, this is a difficult case. She's Filipino. You're foreigner. She'll say it was gift. You sent willingly. Hard to prove fraud. But she lied. She pretended to be someone she's not. She took money under false pretenses. Yes, but proving that in court is difficult, expensive. Takes years. And even if you win, collecting money is nearly impossible. She doesn't have it. Can't get blood from stone. So there's nothing I can do? You can file report. We investigate, maybe charge her. But getting money back? Very unlikely. I filed the report, gave them everything. They said they'd contact me. Never heard back. I stayed in Manila another week, trying to figure out what to do, trying to make sense of it, trying to understand how I'd been so stupid. I went back to the condo, the beacon, waited outside, saw Jhenna leaving, alone. She saw me, stopped. I said, Did you ever care, even a little? She looked at me. I cared that you were kind, that you helped, that you believed in me. But did you care about me, as a person? Long pause. Then she said, I don't know. Maybe at first, but then it became work. Keeping up the story, managing the messages, remembering the lies, it was exhausting. So I was work, a job, an income stream. I'm sorry, I know you don't believe me, but I am sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I just needed money. And you had it. And you were willing to give it. So I took it. And the boyfriend, Carlo. Did he know? Not at first, but he figured it out, after a few months. I told him. He wasn't happy, but he didn't stop me. Because we needed the money. So he's complicit. I guess. And the family, the rice farm, the province. All fake. The family's real. They're my cousin's family. In Davao. I visit sometimes. I took photos when I visited. Used their story, but it's not my story. I'm from Manila. Born here. Raised here. I've lived here my whole life. And the provincial innocence. The traditional values. The purity. An act. You wanted to believe I was different, pure, uncorrupted. So I gave you that. I became who you wanted me to be. Why me? Why target me? You weren't a target, you were just there, on Filipino Cupid, talking to me, being kind. And I needed money, so I played along. And it worked. You kept sending, so I kept taking. Do you feel any guilt? She thought about it. A little, but not enough to stop. Not enough to tell the truth. Because if I told you, you'd stop sending. And I needed you to keep sending. I looked at her. This woman who'd played me for 14 months. Who'd built an entire fake life. Who'd taken 31 grand and didn't even feel that guilty. I said, I hope it was worth it. The money, the lies, the guilt you should be feeling. She said, it paid our rent, so yeah, it was worth it. I walked away, got a taxi, went back to my hotel, packed. Flew home the next day, back to Brisbane, back to my unit in Sunnybank, back to reality. I got home. Brisbane. My unit felt smaller, quieter, emptier. I'd been gone 2 weeks, but it felt like months. I called my bank, Commonwealth, told them what happened, showed them the transfers, explained the fraud. They said the same thing the police said. Transfers were authorised. I sent them willingly. They can't reverse them. Can't get the money back. It's gone. I called a lawyer. Asked about suing. He laughed. Mate, suing someone in the Philippines from Australia? You'll spend 20 grand on legal fees. Take years. And even if you win, you'll never collect. She doesn't have assets. Can't garnish wages internationally. You're throwing good money after bad. So, that's it. £31,500. Gone. No recourse, no recovery. No justice. I went through the math. Medicine for her father, £1,500. Never needed. Her father's fine. Roof repairs, £500. Not her house. School fees, £300. Not her brother's. Rice farm investment, £7,000. Farm doesn't exist. Typhoon recovery, £2,300. No damage, no repairs. The rest? Monthly support, emergencies, equipment, various requests, £19,400. All lies. All fake. All gone. 31 grand. 14 months. All sent to fund a life in Makati for Jhenna and Carlo, while I worked part-time in Brisbane thinking I was helping a provincial family build a better future. The police in Manila never followed up. I emailed, called, nothing. The report disappeared into the system. Just another foreigner getting scammed by a Filipina. Just another story they hear every day. I tried messaging Jhenna. One last time. You could have just been honest. Told me you needed help. I would have helped anyway. You didn't need to lie, she replied. You wouldn't have helped. Not the same. Not as much. You helped because you thought I was pure. Provincial. Different. If I told you I lived in Manila with my boyfriend, you would have judged me, ignored me, moved on. So I gave you what you wanted, the fantasy, and you paid for it. She was right. I wouldn't have sent money to a Manila girl with a boyfriend. I sent it because she was different, because she was pure, because she was the provincial girl who'd never been corrupted. Except she was never that girl. She'd been playing a character, and I'd been paying for the performance. I blocked her, deleted everything. Messages, photos, videos. All of it. Deleted the evidence of my stupidity. I told my mates what happened. They didn't say I told you so, but I could see it in their eyes. They knew. They'd warned me. Be careful with those Filipino girls, they're all after money. I'd said no. Not Jhenna. She's different. She's pure. Turns out they were right. Not about all Filipino girls, but about Jhenna. She was exactly what they warned me about. I checked her Facebook one last time before blocking it. She'd changed her profile. New photos. Her and Carlo. Smiling. Happy. Living their life in Makati. On my money. Living well. I reported her profile to Filipino Cupid. They said they'd investigate, probably did nothing. She's probably still on there. Probably running the same scam on some other bloke. Some other lonely Australian, or American, or British man, looking for something real. Something pure. Something different. And she'll give it to them. The photos of rice paddies. The simple boarding house room. The sick father. The struggling family. The typhoon damage. The investment opportunity. All of it. The same script, the same performance, the same con. Because it works. It worked on me. It'll work on the next bloke. And the next. And the next. I'm still in Brisbane. Still in my unit. Still working part-time. Still single. Still lonely. But I'm 31 grand poorer. And significantly more cynical. I don't do online dating anymore. Don't trust profiles. Don't believe photos. Don't send money. Don't help strangers. Just work, live, exist. Sometimes I think about her, about Jhenna, about the provincial girl who never existed, about the rice farm that was never real, about the family I was never part of. And I wonder if any of it was real. Any moment, any feeling, any connection. Or if it was all scripted, all performed, all fake. I think it was all fake. From the first message, from, I'm not looking for money or help. That was the hook. That was the bait. And I bit. Hard. Because I wanted to believe. Wanted to believe someone could be pure. Uncorrupted. Different. Wanted to believe I could help. Could make a difference. Could build something real. But I was just funding someone else's life. Someone else's relationship. Someone else's rent in Makati. And they weren't grateful. They weren't sorry. They were just annoyed I showed up and ruined the con. Would I do it again? No. Never. But would I change meeting her? I don't know. Because for 14 months, I felt needed. Felt like I was helping. Felt like I was building something. Even if it was all a lie. Even if the provincial girl was a Manila condo dweller. Even if the rice farm was just photos from her cousin's place. For 14 months, I believed. And that belief gave me purpose. Even if the purpose was fake. Even if the belief was manipulated. Even if the whole thing was a performance. I paid 31 grand for 14 months of feeling needed. That's about £2,200 a month. That's what the fantasy cost. Expensive fantasy. But I bought it. Every word, every photo, every lie. This is my expat stories. Sometimes the provincial girl who's never left home has been in Manila 7 years, and the farm you're investing in exists only in photos.